Okay guys, Silver Skull Gamer here again for another video. This is a video response to Dave the Bartender about third-party parts used in conversions and stuff. And I was like, oh, I got a lot of that, so I was share some of the stuff I got. So let me put some of this stuff aside. So the first thing I'm going to start with is actually the probably the biggest set of third-party parts, and that is Blood and Skulls Industries Tank Combo Pack. Oh, can't even see the whole thing. So let me. All right, trying to. Okay, so obviously we have a Baneblade here, but all these turrets are Blood and Skulls Industries, along with the big one. And then they have lots of different weapon sets. So I think these are like the siege breaker cannons. Obviously, they're not painted yet. Um, siege breaker cannons, and then I love these. These Gatling cannons are just awesome. And his little turret system, the way you mount the weapons works really well too. I've got magnets in there, but looks like with the paint they've tightened up a bit. But check out his eBay store, Blood and Skulls Industries. You can also find him on Daka as Machinator. I think he may be on Warseer and Bolt. I know he's on Bolter and Chainsword also. He's not always active, but you can find some awesome threads he has of developing these what he used to call fell blades, but now that Forge World makes an actual fell blade, he calls them glaives, Space Marine glaive tanks. So I love this set. Not a lot of cleanup to do really at all. I mean, there was some stuff, but overall, just a really great kit. Oh, and so these tracks are his creation. The turrets, and then these engine pieces. I gotta still put the stacks on, and then this back plate. Anyway, so you can see all the kits to that on his eBay store. So I'll move that guy out of the way somewhere, running out of space. Up next, probably my next favorite thing, or my most, is the Puppets War Big Mama Cannon. And, oh, this guy's a little bit dusty. Actually, a lot dusty. Wow. Woo. So this is probably my favorite third-party kit so far. I love it. Um, it is a bit oversized on a Rhino, but I think that fits 40K perfectly. I mean, in all honesty, just a really cool kit. So let me show you what it actually consists of. So basically the kit, there's some other pieces to it as well, but the big major components are this entire replacement for the top hole. So this is all one cast. Um, and this is the second one I bought, and it's actually even better than the first as far as bubbles and everything. Um, it's really good. And then the third one that I used on my Land Raider Ares is actually even, once again, another step above in quality. They changed the resin, and it's a lot better. It's not all discolored like this is. Smoother finish, a lot less bubbles. But it's a great kit. Comes with some other little pieces like a little ammo crane and some big shells that are about this big. They're huge. So this is from Puppets War. I love it. They have, you might be able to find their stuff on eBay, but they also have a regular website that I do all my ordering through for them. So I'll move that out of the way, and then I'll show you my Land Raider Ares, because this is the only piece of Cromlech stuff that I have. So this is a chopped up Puppets War Big Mama cannon. The dozer blade is heavily modified. It's widened to put a lot of work into this. I love this model now. The reason I'm showing you this one though is because the Cromlech, these are their split dozer blades that were meant to go on the front, but I'm using them as recoil blades, and I've magnetized them if they'll cooperate. I gotta say, the casting and resin quality on this Cromlech piece is fantastic. Um, the least amount of cleanup I've had to do on anything so far. It's kind of a softer resin, so it's easier to clean up mold lines and stuff. It's just a really, really great piece. Um, it's lightweight, just awesome stuff. I mean, most of their stuff is orcs, and I don't have orcs. I don't really plan on orcs, but this is the Cromlech piece that I got just specifically for this build right here. All right, so what else we got? Max Mini. Let me find some Max Mini stuff. All right, so Max Mini makes a lot of smaller conversion pieces, which I want to show. Just bear with me. So I have to get into my bag. But as you can see on these guys, these heads are Max Mini resin heads. So that's a Steam Knight head from the Steam Knight set, which is a really good set for doing like pre-heresy armor. They've got some great the Steam Knight heads. They're a little small for Space Marines helmets, but if you want to do pre-heresy, the Steam Knight set has some really good heads. And then this one's from the Skull Tribe set. It's kind of a skull face mask there. This is really good. And let me pull out the rest. I've got quite a bit of Max Mini stuff. Oh, here we go. Pig Iron. I've also got Pig Iron makes some kind of good IG proxy stuff. These helmets, these Colony Rebels or Colony Trooper helmets, they're white metal, but I don't believe in unhelmeted Space Marines when I can, so I got helmets for my scouts. Other people have done this as well, because Games Workshop doesn't make Space Marine Scout helmets. So Pig Iron Miniatures makes some really good helmets that you can use, and there's quite a wide variety as well. So these are pretty good for Scout helmets. Here we go. Oops, lost an arm. Okay, this is what I wanted to show. This is also a Max Mini helmet from the Skull Tribe set. And then also, these shoulder pads are just wicked. They're from the Max Mini Skull Tribe Master of the Rites set. It's basically a chaplain conversion kit, because you get these awesome skull shoulder pads. It comes with either this head or another head that's very similar, maybe the one without the horns. And then you also get like a power staff type thing, which would obviously substitute a Crozius Arcanum. And also, this is a great figure for Max Mini display. They also sell a set of resin skulls, which that orc skull, trophy skull, is from. There's like 2 different orc skulls, I think, and a lot of human skulls. Some have the spine attached, which is really cool. Actually, I have one down here somewhere. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera. But they've got some skulls with like a little bit of spine attached, which is kind of cool. And then actually on the base, we have secret weapon pewter or white metal skulls. So um, they're good sculpts. The problem with the secret weapon skulls is they come loose. They don't come on a sprue. So you've got all these, like, you get like 50 or 100 of these things. And they're tiny and they're metal and they require filing with a model file. And it is a pain in the butt to try to hold these things between your fingers and file these little tiny skulls. The mold line. So I don't know if I'd recommend them, honestly. Uh, they look good when I finally got them all done on my bases, but they're such a pain in the butt. So I would honestly, I mean, you get a lot of them for the money, way more than the Games Workshop skull set, which is a lot more expensive and a lot less skulls. But the secret weapon skulls are also only human skulls. Now there's a bunch of different ones, but it's kind of a lot of work to prep them, and it started hurting my fingers after a while. So there's some Max Mini and secret weapons stuff. Let me try to get to my Terminators. Oh, here, let me show you this guy for the pre-heresy type helmet from the Steam Knights. That's what I was talking about. Those make really good pre-heresy style helmets. So let's put him back. Put the captain back. Ooh, careful. I gotta varnish these guys before the paint starts chipping off. And Terminators, here we go. Let's get, oh, here we go. That's a good one. And who else? That's another good one. There's a particular set of heads that look fantastic on Terminators. Just want to make sure I get them. Oh, let me get this as well. Okay, so let's see if I can get a whole painted mini here. That'd look better, wouldn't it? Okay, so Max Mini also does shoulder pads, large or extra large or large shoulder pads. Let's get. There's like 10 different ones, and you can put a message in your order basically and tell them, hey, I only want, like I did, I kind of numbered them left to right. There's like 10, so I said, I want shoulder pads 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 and 10, because some of the ones I didn't like too much. But they're great early, once again, like the Heresy era style shoulder pads for your Terminators. There's also another Skull Tribe head on there. Yeah, that just really kind of makes your Terminators pop. It looks good, sets them apart. And here's a fully painted guy. You can see some more of the different shoulder pads. And these helmets here, these particular Steam Knight helmets, I think look great on Terminators particularly. I just think they look really good with the Terminator set. You can see some more of the shoulder pads here. And then you can see the top, the detail on that one. It's like a skull with like lightning bolts or flames coming out of the sides. Sorry, it's a little dark on the lighting there. Also, Max Mini makes these awesome steampunk weapons, melee weapons. As you can see here, this like giant serrated power sword's pretty awesome. There's a lot of detail, little extra details to just set these things apart from your, Games Workshop power swords. And also they have some axes which are awesome. You can see this one's on a really long staff. It's kind of over the top, but I love the pose that this guy has. I think it looks awesome that he's swinging the long pole axe, and just imagine the leverage he has swinging that thing down on top of your head. So I just, yeah, their Max Mini Steampunk melee weapons is also a really good set to have. And last but not least, these are actually pieces from the first company I've ordered resin bits from, bitspudlo.com or bitsbox.eu. And they make these really awesome dozer blades for rhinos. It's a two-piece set. You get the mounting piece that glues onto the bottom, and then as you can see the little mounting rods go in, and then it actually butts up right to the front of the rhino. So actually you could probably magnetize it and not even use the bottom piece. But so they're really good dozer blades. They're pretty cheap, real good cast. I like the style. It's kind of aggressive looking. Fits real good. I also make alternate Razorback turrets, and they make the twin link heavy flamer, which I think they still may be. Well, they were the first ones I've ever seen to make it. I bought it. I like it, but they're pretty cool, and I like how their Razorback turrets are mounted kind of up high, so they can actually swing around and shoot at stuff. So, yep, that's it for me. Thanks.